My name is Gemini and you are here at Gem's Journal. Welcome, welcome. We have Temi here as a supporting actor because he refuses to sleep on his own and he's been fighting naps, so I'm just keeping him comfortable. In this video I want to talk about what I have learned in therapy over the years. I first started getting therapy when I was about 17. I am now 27, so it's been a decade. I've been in and out of therapy and I've been in different forms of therapy. So to name some, I've tried CBT, I've tried art therapy, I've tried counselling, I've tried occupational therapy, and if there's more I can't remember, so we'll leave it at that for now. If you see me looking this way, that's because that's where my notes are, so excuse me if I'm not focusing on the camera. Number one, you are never ever alone. There is always someone out there who cares, okay? Even if you don't know it. It could be a complete stranger. For me, back in time, I should say, it was a bunch of people, you know, that I met along the way. Whether that's other people that are struggling in a similar way that you are, or it's mental health professionals. I have found that mental health professionals, people who choose to work in the field, are the most empathetic and caring people ever. I've never felt so loved and just safe. I've never felt so safe. Also, I want you to remember that there are strangers out there who don't know you, but they wish you the best. The world is not all bad. Yes, there are bad people, but there are really good people as well. Like, I want to see people happy. I want to see them healthy and to be living their lives to the fullest. There are people out there who think similarly to me, I hope. Okay, number two, you're not gonna like this one, but you need to be challenged and you need to be questioned and you need to be criticized if you want to grow. But you do also have to balance it with being content with what you are, who you are, and also just accepting yourself. It needs to be a good balance of both. But when you're set in your views and you genuinely believe these negative views about yourself to be true, unless someone questions it and makes you think otherwise and like really gets your head going, you're not going to grow out of it. And I think that's been the biggest benefit of CBT, especially because there was a lot of things I didn't like about being in therapy, but I grew, you know, like I managed to overcome a lot of challenges because my therapist was constantly questioning things that I said, or things that I did, and it was very enlightening. I think it's better that it comes from a mental health professional as opposed to a friend or a family member, because professionals are unbiased and they're an objective source, and that's very important because you don't want to be on bad terms with your friends and family, whereas, you know, that therapeutic relationship with a therapist is just that, it's therapeutic. So you can't really, like, you know, hate them. I mean, you can. Okay, Temi's waking up. Hi, Temi. Are you enjoying our talk? Okay, I have to go attend to my baby now. Did you enjoy your nap? Did you enjoy your nap, buddy? I hope you did. Alright, I'll be back in a minute. Well, more like 2 hours. I'll be back in like few hours. Okay, so next, it is okay to have multiple ups and downs. It's completely okay. A lot of the times, like, you'll keep falling back, you know, and when you're in a really bad space, it feels like you've failed or that, you know, it's not working. But ups and downs are okay, and it's okay if you keep struggling and then you become okay and you feel alright and then you struggle again. Sometimes it just be like that, unfortunately. And that's okay. It's completely okay to have ups and downs. That's the way of life. Just don't be too hard on yourself when you're feeling down. And absolutely don't think that you failed, because you haven't. You've made progress. Okay, next. Doing something to an imperfect standard or a good enough standard is better than doing something perfectly or not doing it at all. Why, you ask? It's because you'll give yourself room to grow. by doing something perfectly, you're putting so much pressure on yourself, and by doing nothing at all, you're not making any progress. But by doing things at a good enough standard, you're giving yourself room to grow and be better. And also it builds your self-confidence when you're able to do things somewhat consistently. I can't really talk about consistency because I'm not very good at it. But the point is, when you keep doing things imperfectly, you give yourself room to improve, and it will increase the self-confidence that you have within yourself that you can actually do things. Okay, I think this last one is probably the most important one. I learned that you have to be really, really nice to yourself. It doesn't matter how anybody else treats you or how anybody else perceives you. You have to treat you have to treat yourself like you're made of gold, like you're a diamond, okay? Like you're the rarest thing in the world, and nobody's ever going to replace you. Because bullying yourself, shaming yourself, and telling yourself that you're a failure, you're not good enough, or that you just can't get anything right ever, it's not gonna work, okay? Saying these things to yourself is just bullying yourself, basically. You're being mean to yourself, and you're being a bully to yourself. Being hard on yourself isn't going to get you anywhere. You have to be nice to yourself, and it can be really hard because being mean to yourself is a learned behavior. It's very much dependent on how you grew up, how your environment was in your childhood as well, how other people treated you, and sometimes you internalize that and you think that's the way you speak to yourself, but it's not. You can change your narrative. You can change your narrative, and you can be nice to yourself, okay? Always be nice to yourself. If I fail at something, it's fine. There's gonna be a next time. If I fail at something, maybe it wasn't meant to be. It's not because I didn't try hard enough. It's because I just didn't do it the right way, or, you know, there's another way I could do it better. Yeah, a positive mindset goes a long way. I know that's cliche and whatnot, but be nice to yourself. That's my point. So that is all the things I'm going to cover in this video. There is a lot more things that I can think of, so maybe I'll make another video at another time. Let me know if you want another one. Alright, well, thank you for watching. See you around. Bye bye.